Also in my book, it is the truth. And believe me, the truth sometimes doesn't please people. If you see a beautiful lady and you tell her, you are an ugly bitch, she is going to laugh at you. But if that poor lady is ugly and you tell her she's an ugly bitch, she's going to be very, very, very hurt because that was the truth. So people sometimes don't like to hear the truth, and even here, maybe you can be hurt same time on my answer because I have to tell you the truth. And for those who read my book, and so everything what is in, from the beginning to the end, I know some people have been hurt because things they thought, oh my God, I don't like to hear that. So after that, now we are going to continue the lecture. Okay, the abduction by itself, I know certain of you wanted to know how that did happen. So for me, of course, it's very, very boring because I've done that about 4,000 times. But certain of you, you like that part. Now, we are in a parallel universe. We are walking there, and we are going to an absolutely round spacecraft waiting for us there and shimmering, about levitating about 10 meters over the ground, their ground, that parallel universe ground. And we went there, and then at that time, I have to tell you, I've been scared because I say, that's it. It's no more a dream, because I pinch myself, say, oh, I'm not dreaming. She laughed at me. She said, yeah, you're not dreaming. We don't want you to think you're dreaming. So I knew I was not dreaming anymore. Even she could read my mind like an open book. When I was thinking I was not going to see my family again, she just turned and said, no, no, you'll see your family very soon, Michel. How could she doing that? Because she was absolutely mind reader. When I say she, it is because Tao, that extraterrestrial, looks exactly like a beautiful woman. But of course huge. They can't even fit about the side of the inside of that stuff here. And very, very smiley, yeah, 10 feet high, 10 feet high. It's a reason for that. It is because on their planet, you didn't read the book, not yet. I can pick everybody who didn't read the book. On their planet, the gravity is not like here, okay? Over there I was 45 kilo instead of 70. So everything there is gigantic, okay? Like I say to her, if you read the book, why are you that size, you know? Normal size, I say. She said, no, it is a normal size for us, not for you, but what? Anyway, so that person, I say she, because she looks like a woman. Now, to be easier for the lecture, her name is Tao. Got a problem already. T-H-A-O, Tao. That's her name. You can pronounce whatever you want, but I pronounce it Tao. And she was my mentor from the beginning to the 9th day to the end of the 9th day. And you are going to ask me that later, so I tell you now. And she contacted me 2 more times, but only in astral and telepathically, since that's happened. Okay. Now we are board on that spacecraft, which was no porthole, no hole, no LiDAR, no little green man, I'm sorry for the science fiction people, but no LiDAR, and we levitate. She had this sort of apparatus, and she said, never touch me for a few seconds. She was very serious about it. I didn't understand why. It was maybe dangerous. And we simply levitate, and when I really thought I was going to bump in a spacecraft, a sort of piston went inside, and we land on a platform inside the spacecraft. And then I had a big problem with my eyes because the colors inside were very, very strong, and I had to wear a mask, and she was telling me they were destroying my dangerous bacteria inside me, who was dangerous for them. In a craft, they were destroying it, cleaning me by the vibration, because for them they explain When it's a color is a vibration. And by vibration, you've got somebody behind you. And the colors are vibration. And the vibrations do a lot of things. Vibration can heal you and even kill you. But that is another story later. Now I am in a spacecraft. I'm not going to tell you all the stuff in a spacecraft. You can read it quietly for hours. And then we went to the planet named Thiaoouba. Now, I'm sure about everybody in that room say there's something wrong because we don't understand. The physicist explained to us is the galaxy and the universe so big, stars and planets are light years from us. So how Michel Desmarquet can go in 9 days and 8 nights at the other side of the galaxy at billions and billions of kilometers away and came back in such time, even at the speed of light, which is more than 300, I think, and 80,000 kilometers per second. And you are right, because it is impossible. Is it 380,000 kilometers per second? Yeah. Eh? Pardon?
It's 300,000 kilometers per second, or 196,200.
Oh yes, that's it. Thank you. The bad sense. So even there, you can't do that. And it's quick. You can't do that. So how did I do it? I didn't do anything. They make me doing it. Okay. Those people simply know how to transubstantiate. Maybe you never heard of the name. Don't worry, because I talked to scientists on that planet. They were interested on me, and they didn't really understand what it was either. So you have transubstantiation, which is not transformation. Everybody knows transformation. Which means substance. Transubstantiation. I explained to you, it's very simple. That table, the building, has vibrate at the speed of light. If you have the technology to accelerate the vibration of this table or this bottle, whatever you want, take the table. You have the technology, take the board of accelerate the vibration. The board is going to disappear in front of you. That invisibility. Now, at that moment only, if you also have the technology, you can, when the board is invisible, transport that board on a moon, example. Just like that. Over there, you slow down the process and the board reappears on the moon. That is transubstantiation. Believe me, those people do that with the entire spacecraft. We were 13 people aboard, 12 astronomers, if you want to call them astronomers, inside the spacecraft, plus me, and I didn't even feel it. But don't think it's work like that. They go first at the speed of light, then they go in a space, and then very far away, because if they do that, example, in our solar system, they blow up. Everything explodes. They would have a terrible accident. So they do that on the middle of space and reappear at the other end of the galaxy or wherever they want to reappear. But they slow down the process there. So finally, to tell you, if we talk about our time here on the planet, I spend about 16 of our time, our hours, in a spacecraft to go and to come back. 16 hours. Now when we arrive, I have, excuse me 1 minute. You better stop. I have to take Steve. Steve? I'm terrible for that.
Sure.
Yeah. Yeah. You put 1 minute. Light on. right? And you're going to put that one when I tell you. And when I tell you, you continue. Is that one all right? Yeah, okay. Okay. So after